and they didn't have it in the spices area, which they also usually have it. I had to circle back around. I was like, did you forget to leave me something? I'm like, no.
I really don't think I did.
I forgot the seasoning. It's like, oh yeah, they're right in front. I'm like, okay, great. Have a good night. Bye.
I would have like got down and crawled on the floor like army style and like raised my little hand up and like snatched it off the counter and then crawled back just to avoid another interaction.
Why is it her? Why should she hide why didn't you
Because it's so annoying. Oh.
I know, but this is what you live as women. You live with this like most days of your lives. Of guys
and it gets better.
Appropriately in the wrong moment trying to pick up on you.
So I get home and the next day we cook and I don't mention it.
Vince this whole story?
I did not tell Vince yet because I wanted to pretend it didn't happen. So then the next day we're cooking the steaks and Vince comes in and he goes, "Are you fucking the meat market, dude?" And my eyes got huge. Like, what?
Where did this come from?
No, but I wish you would have gone with me. And he goes, and he kind of giggled. He's like, seriously? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, did you see how much you paid for the ribeyes? And I'm like, well, they were on sale. He goes, I don't think they were on sale this much. I bought 2 amazing marbled ribeyes for 45 cents.
So awesome.
So
at least there's that.
You can forgive pervy dude now. That's fine.
Exactly.
Totally
at least
worth
there's
it.
that.
Exactly. I have a price.
I think that's even worth a nip slip or something. I don't know.
I felt a little awful that I didn't even see that to say, hey, thanks. But this is like the second time that someone's done this. And I haven't.
Is he new? Like, have you seen him before in this store?
I've never seen him before. And this is not my normal spot.
Oh, I see.
It's not even my normal spot. This isn't even the one that I usually have awkward encounters in.
This is a new one in the area. Well, that makes for an exciting story for home, explaining yourself. And some cheap food, which is delicious.
Mm-hmm. It was very good. Brian, who are we sponsored by?
Well, this episode of It Got Weird is unofficially brought to you by Sleep and Glow. Are you worried about aging? Are you tired of trying all of those creams and home remedies? Well, look no further when it comes to breast wrinkles. The Pillow Bra is here. Finally, a product that offers solutions to your aging boobs. Now your chest won't give you your age away. The Pillow Bra, just simply wear it as you sleep and allow the product to work its magic. Finally, wake up without those pesky wrinkles and enjoy that beautiful cleavage. Offered for $69, ironically. Please contact Sleep and Glow and tell them that you heard about the product from us.
Wow. People need more things to do with their time. That's incredible.
It's actually like, I will post a picture of this, but it's like whoever makes the material for bras and is like, hey, I can use that stuff we cut out and charge the same price as a regular bra. So you're getting 2 for 1.
I'm looking at the image you put in our notes. I can't get down with that. Like, maybe there's a comfortability thing if you have like really big knockers, which I don't. Like, I just have some standard like 34 Bs, so it's nothing.
Which I did,
sleep, but
which I did read the reviews, and mine aren't small. I mean, I'm working with some Ds,
you're
but
decent.
I guess I can't remember what it was, but someone had like a 70 something. And they were giving reviews like, oh, yeah, I've already been able to notice a change and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they're real reviews, but the fact is they've got like 6 reviews, and that's more than our podcast. No judgment, listeners. So they apparently are doing this.
Like, I'm down to put that thing on. Yeah.
Do you have wrinkles in your chest?
I got some boobs going on at night whenever I'm sleeping on my side. That looks very comfortable.
I want to turn it sideways and wrap it around my desk chair for lumbar support.
Oh,
my tits don't need that. Like, I can't imagine sleeping with something in between. Like, it just doesn't look comfortable.
I felt like we had enough to worry about with our face.
Right. Like I'm not as concerned. And I really don't think that thing is going to prevent collagen from doing what it was designed to do, which is break down over time. Like I have a hard time coping with the fact that that would do that.
Oh,
I need some science.
This little bit of science is brought to you by Cassie.
Hello. I need some science around this bra pillow.
Oh my goodness.
But the bow's cute. Okay, the bow's cute. Go on.
So we see a whole bunch of engagements in the spring. Then you've got the summer weddings, and then you've got some people that are down for the discount wedding in the fall. And different. I love a fall wedding. So, at one point, I thought Cassie would get engaged in that Winter Wonderland place that you went. Was it Croatia? Yeah. No.
No, that was in Maastricht, which is in South Holland.
Yeah. So I thought that would have been a pretty place. We've got another friend that we're kind of keeping our eye on that we think an engagement's going to be coming here in the near future. But how big of a deal do you consider proposals, Cass? Like, are they really important to you, or?
Well, when I was younger, I thought, yes, super important. Now, I just, I feel now it's not, the way you do it isn't hyper important. You want it to be nice. Can I say it that way? Like, nice. You want it to be a good moment. You don't want it to be not thought of or considered, but going out of your way to do something elaborate, for me personally, I don't find value in doing something elaborate because there's already at my age and, for example, my relationship now, Carson's age, like we've talked about that before. And if you're in a committed relationship, I feel like you kind of already know where you're going. You know what I mean? And even that conversation that I had. So going way out of your way to do something huge and elaborate isn't really necessary. But I do think adding a little energy just to make it a good moment, like a happy moment, maybe a little special is nice. But again, I don't think it's very necessary to go above and beyond and do something crazy.
What was the flash mob kind of movement? Whenever that came into the whole engagement process. But here's a funny story. It's not a funny story. It's a horrible story, and it'll be an awkward apology later. But one of my friends who was in one of my other shows, she had these most elaborate flash mob engagement thing happen to her.
Oh.
And then he never married her.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like it was huge. Like it was half the town. It was like, the Cinderella carriage. It was horses. It was like fireworks. It was stupid crazy. And then and so the thing is they built up and of course they shared it on social media and everybody was like, how's the wedding? All this stuff. I mean, they had an entire army of people that were like, this is going to be an amazing wedding. And
they were invested.
And this whole people were invested, and then it never happened, and he just broke up with her, and she was borderline. She turned around and married somebody immediately after that.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. See, and that's again, you're setting this bar.
Yeah, but it had none of those situations had anything to do with him or her. It had to do with these ridiculous expectations that Cassie's talking about, and this kind of outward, this social media. And I know we get a lot of our people through social media, but this kind of fake world that we exist in with all of our fake 3,000 friends, and really kind of proving something to people that don't know anything about you, and then realizing that you don't know anything about the person that's going through this with you.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if you guys follow any hashtags on, for example, Instagram, and you see random photos that you don't follow that person, but it'll be like I follow a lot of countries. It'll be hashtag Barcelona, for example, and they just whoever tags, and there's been a few engagements that have popped up, and there are these people that have thousands and thousands and thousands. They travel couples or something, for example,
right?
Have all these followers and make this huge deal. There was one travel couple that had this hot air balloon scene set in the back, and they're doing a photo shoot, and the guy gets down in the middle, and they posted about it 30,000 times. It was just so obnoxious.
Yeah.
I really don't get the point of it. I'm happy you had a beautiful moment that you both enjoyed, but I don't understand going to that level.
I couldn't imagine being a dude. Now I will say, okay, so as the flip side of it, And I agree with you. When I was younger, there was definitely something in my mind. There was a size of a ring. There was a way. It was a very planner OCD. This is how my life is supposed to go.
You're conditioned to think that way.
Yeah, I think so. And
At
I
our
think,
age.
I mean, I had a couple people do it right, but yeah. So, but I think now, and I don't know if it's, and I just didn't know if it was the age cast or if it was just time has changed. But I think that, I mean, people are doing these stupid things for like proms and stuff like that.
Yes. What is that?
You know? But I'm kind of sitting there and I'm like, if I was a dude and I was about 23, I'd probably want to find a chick that was really into the social aspects of conflict-free jewelry and stones and be like, yeah, we should go ahead and like take a trip to Africa, and then I don't have to drop 50 to 100 grand on a diamond. I think there are a lot of other stones that can pull it off, but my thoughts on engagement rings and things like that have just completely changed than when I was a dumb college kid.
Oh, totally. Yeah, when we were younger, also I think you just watch when we were in our late teens, early 20s, maybe even mid 20s, there's so many movies and so much media telling you exactly how you needed to get engaged and what your ring should look like and how much it should be worth and when that proposal should come. And now it just has become you're realizing how different people's lifestyles are and how their expectations change over time. And I think it's just not what it used to be.
So Cass, I don't know if this is on the table to ask you or not, but have you had an engagement?
Yeah, I have. And we can talk about it. That's cool.
Okay.
It's not a big
deal.
How
did he propose?
This was
like a recent engagement?
No. This is when I was 24. I had been with my boyfriend at the time for 4 years. And we were living in Portland, Oregon, and we were going to go to Seattle for the weekend. I had not yet been. And we planned this trip up there. And we actually stayed at the hotel, the Paramount, which is across from a friend of ours that lives in Seattle, in that area. So it had a really great view, and we got a really great room that had it had one of those bathrooms that has the tub in the middle, the doors open up, and then it's like your bedroom / view of the city. So it was really cool, really cool space. And it was our first night there, I believe. And we went out and we had a great dinner and got a little tipsy and then like walked around the city, saw a whole bunch of things, came back to the hotel, decided to take a bath. And while we were in the bath, he was acting kind of, kind of funky. I guess like he seemed, now I know he was nervous. Before I didn't know what he was. I'm like, why is he like fidgeting so much? Like, what is he doing back there? So he asked in the middle of the bath, which we had like candles lit and it was all set up to be romantic. He was behind me. He's like, give me like a back massage kind of. And he reached around from the side with the ring and was like, will you marry me? And it was really sweet. I really didn't expect him to propose that weekend. I didn't. So it was a really good moment. It was sweet. And it was like, that's some planning for me. Like going to Seattle, you got a nice romantic scene, you went out to a nice dinner. Like that was a good proposal for me. Didn't have to be elaborate. I don't need people watching. You know what I mean? Like that's not necessary. So
and
that's how that
and I don't like the whole let me propose to you in front of your whole entire family
get
and
out of here.
Friends.
No, I don't want that either. No one was there, which was nice.
Well, I mean, everything has kind of changed as far as I don't even wear my engagement ring. It was a family heirloom. And
I hit her up, all of you meat counter attendants. She's not even wearing
I'm wearing a wedding ring,
okay.
But thanks, friend. But my engagement ring it's my grandmother's. And so quickly my fingers started to swell as I was pregnant. And so I gave it to my mom, who was wearing it before I was wearing it. and he said, can you hold on to it? Because my fingers are fat. Everything is getting fat, and I just don't want to